So here we have the Kia Sportage 2 on a 15 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see that it's a 5-door car with tinted windows and alloy wheels. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. As we approach the back of the car, you'll see we have reversing sensors, plenty of boot space as well, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat. And then underneath this carpet section, a full-size alloy spare wheel. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. And now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see that it's in lovely condition the whole way round. Briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. You get half leather seats, as you can see. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left hand side we've got the rev counter, we have the speedometer in the middle, and then on the far right hand side we have the fuel gauge and coolant temperature gauge. At the bottom in the middle you can see the total miles of this car are 6,078. If we back out to the steering wheel, on the right hand side we've got cruise control, and on the left hand side we have stereo controls. Down the bottom of the steering wheel we have the ability to answer and end phone calls, as well as using the voice activation to make calls. So hit that button, ask you to dial anyone in your contacts list, and it will do that for you without you having to take your phone from your bag or your pocket. That is of course once you paired the phone, and that is done over on the central screen just here. So before we come back to that, you can see this car's got FM radio, it's also got AM radio, and then we'll get all the way back round to the FM radio again. In terms of media, there's a few other ways to listen to your music. You have a CD player at the top of that unit. There's also a USB and auxiliary plug-in as well. In terms of pairing the phone, you'd hit that button and then follow the instructions on screen. So hit 1 to pair, 2 to connect, or 3 to cancel. Working our way down from there, we have dual zone climate control. So you can adjust the temperature independently on either side of the car. Fan speed up and down from here. That button will turn the air conditioning on or back off again, or you can push that button and it will put the car into auto or into climate control mode, where the car will maintain these temperatures for you by taking control of the fan speed, and then you can just override that by readjusting the fan speed accordingly. Beneath that we've got a 12-volt charging socket, auxiliary and USB inputs that I mentioned before. That button will turn on or off the parking sensors, and there's a 6-speed manual gearbox. The last thing I want to talk about are the two sunroofs you see here. The rear one doesn't open, it's for letting in light. The front one will tilt and slide. There are controls up here, so we can tilt it like that, or one push of the button and it will slide back, covering the rear one as it goes. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.